Embark on a long stretch of games here on their home floor. As a matter of fact, the Clippers have 11 of their next 13 at home. Did have a nice run against the Lakers. That was on Saturday, 25 points in that game. Last year, did some television for the Clippers and gets a chance as a head coach for the first time with these Blazers. As Powell score that and one.
7 other guys in the rotation and 6 guys have career-high field goal percentages right now.
Lillard working with Nurkic. He never got the handle on it.
Going into front office work, but decided to go the coaching route and then spend a year with Ty and was totally sold on it. Likes being out there, he said before the game.
A lot of time together. Chauncey's home in Denver, and that really got Chauncey Billups thinking about coaching in the NBA. George with his first miss. A 2-point game, 3rd meeting of the year already, and they're going to match up once again in December. This season series will be over by December 6th.
Coach Lou really had high praise for Stan, and he said he was most well prepared. He knew exactly what was going to happen before it happened on offense and on defense, and being his broadcast partner.
Yeah, listen, I mean, if they could get Kawhi Leonard back, I thought last year, yeah, listen, I mean, if they could get Kawhi Leonard back, I thought last year.
George has been working hard with Zubac as those two try to come together. He gave him a lot of credit. He said, Paul George is really inspiring me to be a better player. Zubac with back-to-back double-doubles. Now Nurkic, little Euro step, runs right into traffic. George out of the break. And McCollum hits the...
On Paul George, it was Covington in the first 2 games. There was Covington at the start tonight. But now Norman Powell getting the assignment.
George misses the 3 over Powell.
If you're going to shoot as many threes as these teams do, the game becomes very volatile. We're going to get changes as we get a great backdoor cut from Lillard.
4 assists. He is the player of the week in the Western Conference as Nurkic knocks down the first free throw.
Really doing a good job harassing Paul George. Reggie Jackson screens for him and forces a switch. Then he was able to get the 3 over C.J. McCollum.
39 three-pointers already in the air. Jackson gets it in close, can't score it. Nurkic the rebound. Blazers are 4 out of 6 from beyond the arc in this quarter, and Nurkic turns it over. There's the other side of it. Bledsoe is fouled. Clippers back in front under a minute to go. Been an entertaining game thus far. Lillard, no. Nurkic the offensive board, and the putback. Got position on Hartenstein. Clippers back in front under a minute to go. Been an entertaining game thus far. Lillard, no. Nurkic the offensive board, and the putback. Got position on Hartenstein.
He said offensively we have to make the extra pass when it's there, and he said defensively we made stupid mistakes. There was a couple times they went under the screen on Damian Lillard, and I said, you never do that, do you? And he said, no, he could be at half court.
And George saying you got him on the hip. Jackson late in the clock, 3 to shoot. Powell's on Reggie Jackson, shakes him, and no, and Nurkic with the board.
And gets to a turnaround.
Reggie Jackson can't answer coming out of the timeout. 60-59. Clippers lead by a point. Clippers lead by a point. Los Angeles had a 7-point lead after the first quarter, up by 1 at the half. Again, it's Lillard to Nurkic, and a familiar combination.
Well, that's the pass Lillard always makes against the blitz, and it puts the responsibility on Nurkic to either finish or make the next pass. That cannot continue if the Trailblazers are going to win this game.
Jackson's got 17. Again, Lillard to Nurkic. Cannot finish that time. Out of the pack comes Bledsoe. And Lillard back on the floor for the Blazers. Lillard playing off the ball here. Nurkic finds him, and a little mid-range is good. He rattles it home. Lillard finds Nurkic, gives it right back. Shot clock at 6. Lillard got it. Back-to-back hits for Damian Lillard. Nurkic runs into George, a swipe down. Nurkic, strong basket.
Attack the basket rather than him have to be a playmaker.
Bledsoe, the playmaker here, off 1 foot. And Nurkic with the rebound.
Every time there's penetration and Nurkic goes to help, it's a dish to the bigs.
Nice find. McCollum springs free. Beautiful setup. Abdominal strain during the Olympics, re-aggravated it last week. Reggie Jackson is way off. I don't think that's the shot the Clippers were looking for. That man making it tough on him. Got to get it across. They just do. C.J. McCollum gives it up. Nurkic for three. It's good. Jusuf Nurkic rattles home a three ball. He's hurting a little bit, that abdominal strain. Batum with 19. He's at 14 in the quarter. Now George on the miss. Don't forget, Inside the NBA, presented by Kia, coming your way next. EJ, Kenny Charles, and Shaq.
Batum, man, was unbelievable in the second half. He's off to a great start this season, but had big buckets in that third quarter for the Clippers.